Okay, CLUMS is the European lab.
Activity is taking place on board the International Space Station at the start of an extremely busy week at the Gagarin Cosmonaut Training Center in Star City, Russia, outside of Moscow. The next trio of crew members who will launch to the International Space Station in just a few weeks held a traditional pre-launch news conference and then made their way into Red Square in Moscow for a traditional laying of flowers at the Kremlin wall where Russian space icons are interred. Sergei Volkov, a veteran cosmonaut and the Soyuz commander of the TMA-18M spacecraft, will be leading that crew into orbit, along with two visiting crew flight engineers, Andreas Mogensen of the European Space Agency and Aydin Aymbetov of the Kazakh Space Agency, called Kazcosmos. Aymbetov will be seated in the right seat of the Soyuz vehicle. Volkov is the Soyuz commander of the center seat. Andreas Mogensen will be in the left seat as the board engineer alongside Volkov as they launch from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan on the morning of September 2nd, Kazakhstan time, for a 4-orbit, 6-hour venture to the International Space Station. Volkov bringing up the Soyuz vehicle that will be the ride home next March for Kelly and Kornienko, as Kelly and Kornienko complete their 1-year mission aboard the International Space Station. Aymbetov and Mogensen will be returning to Earth on September 12th in the Soyuz TMA-16M spacecraft, along with Gennady Padalka, to wrap up what for them will be 10 days in space, and for Padalka, 168 days on board the International Space Station.
Magvan. Ja. Hello.
The helmet cameras, they've been installed on their Russian Orlan spacesuits. Until the crew gets outside, however, we will not know exactly which crew member is wearing which helmet camera. We'll be determining that based on our views of their tasks in the early phase of the spacewalk itself. Both crew members will be wearing Orlan suits bearing blue stripes for this particular spacewalk, so we'll be keeping close tabs on where they are in relation to their respective activities. Once the hatch is open, it will be opened by Kornienko. They will install a protective ring around the circumference of the hatch to protect it against any micrometeoroid impacts during the time that it is open to the vacuum of space. Kornienko will be the first out of the airlock itself.
Okay, guys.
As we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, a variety of different activities on tap for Padalka and Kornienko today during a spacewalk expected to last about 6.5 hours. This, again, the 188th spacewalk in support of space station assembly and maintenance. Let's take a more detailed look at today's spacewalk and the various tasks to be performed outside the Pier's docking compartment in this animation narrated by Spacewalk Officer Devin Bulch.
Russian EVA 41 will be conducted by Gennady Padalka as EV1 in the red stripe suit, and EV2 will be Mikhail Kornienko or Misha in the blue stripe suit. On EVA day, both will be wearing blue stripe suits. Misha will egress docking compartment number 1 first. Gennady will transfer a tool bag with hardware and tools needed for the EVA. Then Gennady will egress DC-1.
Docking compartment 1.
The two will translate to the service module handrail 2511. Here at 2511, they will install a gap spanner between 2511 and 2512. Once the gap spanner is installed, the two will translate to the service module window number 2.
Zvezda. You can see it right there.
At window number 2,
Here.
they will take the cleaning kit out of the tool bag and clean window number 2.
How do they? I am interested in how they do that. There's progress at the back.
The two will then translate to the service module aft portion.
We get to see progress.
Here they will install fastener kits on wall antennas 1, 2, and 3. The fastener kits will inhibit the antenna covers from inadvertently coming off.
Okay.
Gennady will install the first fastener kit on wall antenna number 1. And Misha will install the fastener kit on wall antenna number 2. Gennady will translate to handrail 2525 with the tool bag. And Misha will translate it around to wall antenna number 3 and install its fastener kit. Then Misha will translate around to Gennady at handrail 2525. At handrail 2525, they will perform a visual inspection of the Orlons for residual fuel from the service module propulsion system and wipe gloves with towels if needed and jettison the towels. Gennady will then translate to the universal work platform and photograph Expose R payload. The Expose R payload is a witness experiment exposing organic and biological material samples in open space. Gennady will translate to Obstanovka and remove PVK unit number 1. Once it's removed, he will stow that in the tool bag. Misha will translate over to Gennady and install a gap spanner between service module handrail 2414 and 2523. The two will translate to the starboard service module solar array. Here they will use test experiments to take swipe samples on the solar array and radiator panel. The solar array will be rotated to clear a translation path for the two crew members. The two will translate to the EVA ladder and stow the tool bag inside DC-1. They will then take out the EVA tool carrier with 2 wall antenna fastener kits and an EVA mechanical cutter. The two will translate to wall antenna number 5 and install its fastener kit. The two will translate to wall antenna number 4 with the tool carrier and attach the tool carrier to handrail 2234. They will install the fastener kit to wall antenna number 4. Gennady will receive the new